Hi everyone! I remember when first logging into speech class and reading about how we would have to do some of our speeches in front of a live audience. As soon as I read that, I could feel my heart race and my anxiety soar. But now going through this course and reviewing my previous speeches, I have been able to notice a big change in my speaking skills. Today I'm going to talk with you about the speeches I chose to do my review on, the written to oral, autobiography speech, conclusion speech, and formal to actuate. So without further ado, let's get things started with the written to oral speech. During the speech, I could feel my heart racing 90 to nothing. I couldn't tell you how many times I had to redo it. The biggest strength I had here was trying to keep the speech entertaining. I noticed I had a lot of hand gestures going on, which made things distracting. And my nervousness made me struggle with proper enunciation of words. Now that we covered the written to oral speech, let's move things on to the autobiography speech. During the autobiography speech, I noticed a lot more weaknesses than strength, especially during the first time presenting a speech ever in life in front of a live audience. I did good with having a natural speaking tone and keeping things at a normal pace. I struggled a lot with using filler words and not holding my credibility to speak on the topic I was on. I tend to veer off track with about how much I needed to go into detail on the category, which caused me to go over the time scale. Now that we discussed the autobiography speech, let's keep progressing on a timeline fashion to the conclusion speech. In my conclusion speech, I can see that I have progressed. I was a lot more comfortable in the speech, though I did start talking really fast. I was able to catch myself and correct it, and my enunciation on difficult words has gotten better. My biggest flaw I saw in this speech was how stiff I looked without having any hand gestures at all. Now that we covered the conclusion speech, let's kick things off with the most recent one, the speech to actuate. In my speak to actuate, I felt the most comfortable with in presenting. I felt like I had great eye contact throughout the speech, and I had a really good speed in presenting it. I had good hand gestures throughout. I seemed a tad more monotone than usual to me though. I struggle a lot with wanting to memorize my speeches rather than trying to go with the flow on these things, which makes me seem more like a robot, I guess. Now that we covered all the speeches I analyzed, let's wrap things up on how I can keep improving my speaking skills. I know practice makes perfect, so I know presenting more speeches is the best way to do this. Since my fiance and I have been trying to start up a new business, this will be a great way to keep practicing. Whether doing door-to-door presentations or videos on YouTube or for our website will provide great opportunities to keep on applying what I have learned from this course and use it to keep growing with my speaking skills. I hope you enjoyed this review, and maybe I'll see one of you these days when we go knocking door to door.